Happy Mercoledi Moment, another week here at the Shrine of Our Lady of Pompeii. And I'm delighted that our Deacon Dan Madden, will be offering the reflection today. And he speaks about restlessness. And certainly I've been restless about getting this shrine open and getting the community back together again for praise and thanksgiving, safely and honorably, so that we could worship and pray together in this holy place. And in the midst of all this restlessness, we had some good news this week. The Archdiocese, along with all the dioceses of the state of Illinois, together with the governor's office, have put together a plan. And we are now engaged in putting together a leadership team to make that plan happen for phase one, which will mean that for small weddings and funerals and baptisms, we will be able to open the doors of this church for 10 people. And then phase two will be an opportunity for us to gather for Sunday Mass. But we have to go through the process. And in order to do this, we need your help. Any of you who are under 65 without any other medical conditions, we need volunteers to be part of this reopening at the shrine. So if you are wanting to consider this or get some more information, you can call our shrine office or you can email me at the shrine, and we can work together to make this a wonderful, smooth opening from restlessness to the relentless presence of God celebrated here. And so I hand you over then to this wonderful Deacon Dan Madden, and so may his words on this Mercoledi inspire us.
I've been thinking a lot recently about restlessness, which is one of the main aspects of Christian spirituality. It doesn't seem like it, restlessness. Often we're seeking peace and tranquility, but it is. And it's perhaps best expressed in the Confessions by St. Augustine. By the way, if you're looking for a great book to read, I'd highly recommend the Confessions by St. Augustine. It was written 1,600 years ago, but there's a reason people still read it today. There's a reason you can still find it in bookstores. It has inspired countless saints, and many people, in their opinion, both Catholic and not, see it as one of the greatest works ever written. Let me get back to the point here. At the beginning of this classic work in Christian spirituality, Augustine is saying a prayer to God, and he begins, "Great are you, O Lord, and worthy to be praised. How limitless is your power, how immeasurable your wisdom. You have so made us that we long for you." And here's the line. "You have so made us that we long for you, and our hearts are restless until they rest in you." That is, we will not feel at rest. We will not feel restful. We will always be restless until we are with God. Restlessness, to be sure, is not something to be cured. It is part of the human condition, and it's a good thing. It stirs up that desire in us to continue on the journey, to continue growing, to continue improving, to continue moving toward God. These days, I've been feeling particularly restless, and perhaps you have been too. Restless to get back to work, eager to go outside without feeling afraid, restless to hug family and friends again, restless to just be able to get back to normal life. And I would suggest that this physical and emotional restlessness that we're feeling reveals a spiritual restlessness that is always simmering under the surface. It's just now it's been turned up quite a bit on the burner. We just don't often, in normal life, in the normal pattern of things, recognize this restlessness. There's work and study and family and social activities that give us great meaning. Now, I think we're feeling it a bit more. And I would suggest that we listen to that spiritual restlessness. Because when we listen to that, we listen to God speaking to us, calling us to Him, calling us to him, pulling us like a thread through the many waves of the fabric of a blanket, pulling us right on through to him. Perhaps God is calling you to draw closer to him. Perhaps God is calling you to dig out the rosary and talk to Mary. Perhaps God is calling you to call a friend or reconcile with a family member. Maybe God is inviting you to practice patience. Or maybe God is calling you to a new path in life. This restlessness that is stirred up within us constantly, in which perhaps we're feeling physically and emotionally and spiritually more so these days, is a great blessing and something to be listened to, for in that we listen to the voice of God. So, yeah, during these days, it's important to have different activities, practice hobbies, have Zoom happy hours, and engage in different ways of being at home. And also, listen to that restlessness. May God bless you.